Today we're gonna make beer barbecued chicken, which starts by getting the temperature of your grill to 400 degrees. There's usually some indicators on the front here, so you just wanna get that going ahead of time. We're gonna start with a tablespoon of paprika. This is smoked Spanish paprika. 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. 1 teaspoon of cumin. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. This recipe that I'm making calls for ground chipotle chili, but I don't have that at the moment. So we're going to substitute by using about 1/2 teaspoon of ground jalapeno pepper. Also, 1/2 teaspoon of regular ground pepper. Now we've got our chicken. You're going to want to make sure that this chicken is nice and dry, especially if you had to defrost it in order to get it ready. You want to take out any of the giblets, which would be inside this cavity here. So this is anything like, you can see there's liver and heart. If it really grosses you out, use a glove. Sometimes they do put an extra bag in there. So just double check that there's no bag inside, and then get this nice and dry. So next you're going to trim any excess skin from the chicken. If you see this right here, this little flap, that would be excess skin. Loosen the skin around the breast and the thighs of the chicken. This would be the breast, and this area is the thigh, where the bone attaches. Now I do this by, if you go in, you can actually separate it and then make a few snips so that you can reach your hand underneath it. And the reason that you're doing that is because you want to put that seasoning in there. So again, if you want to make sure that that is also very dry. Now we're going to take our spice mix and we're going to rub it on the inside of where we loosen the skin, or on the breast and the thighs, inside the cavity, and then over the skin. Now that we have the rub on the chicken, we're going to tie the wings back. Imagine like someone laying down and putting their hands behind their head. And that's the way that you want to tie the wings, with kitchen twine. So now this is what your chicken looks like when it's all tied up. So you're going to stand your chicken up on the grill, kind of like this. And I just lift this back a little bit and pour the beer in there, and we're going to leave it undisturbed on the grill for 45 minutes.